If you're Israel, right, and again, the question is how do we get Israel to make compromises? You have a territorial dispute. How did we get here, right? Israel's been attacked many times over history, right? So in defensive wars, and through those defensive wars, they've been able to conquer territory. Since they've done that, they've been able to thrive as a country. They've become a powerhouse militarily. They're a powerhouse economically, technology-wise, and they're doing very, very well. You have the Palestinians. You have 5 million Palestinian people who are trapped under the rule that you have now. I mean, you have the Palestinian Authority, the leader of it, who I think is a man who does want peace. He's in the 16th year of a 4-year term. So it's not exactly a thriving democracy in that regard. You have a police state. You have a situation where the people don't have the rights to thrive. When we did our conference in Bahrain, we had all the business people from around the world came to visit. It was an amazing thing.
Except the Palestinians didn't come.
Well, they didn't come because their leadership basically was going around handing out flyers saying, we have a bullet for anyone who wants to come to Bahrain. But let me finish this point. The real point that came out of that conference was that people were saying, we care about the Palestinian people, we're dying to invest to create jobs there, but nobody said that Israel was the problem. They said the problems were twofold. Number one, nobody wants to make capital expenditures in a place where there's fear of terrorism. They don't want to move their people in, and they don't want to make investments where there's no stability to the government, which means that you need to have a peace agreement. The second thing is you need to have a good governance structure. Who's going to go in and make capital investments if you don't have property rights, if you don't have rule of law? And so you have to ask yourself, Israel's been a very convenient scapegoat for the Palestinian Authority. And by the way, it's been the unifying feature of the Arabic world and the Middle East for the last 70 years to deflect from a lot of the shortcomings internally in a lot of these countries. But for the Palestinians, if they want their people to live better lives, we now have a framework to do it. If they don't think that they can uphold these standards, then I don't think we can get Israel to take the risk to recognize them as a state, to allow them to take control of themselves, because the only thing more dangerous than what we have now is a failed state. And we've seen what happened all over the Middle East when you do have failed states and the risk that causes to America through terror, through radicalization, and to the neighbors.